incapable or you are incompetent. Does not mean that. It does not also mean that you are finished because you didn't get what you expected. Good day, beautiful people out there. I hope your day is good and this video is meeting you well. Welcome to my channel. Previously, we looked at principles of effective time management. We looked at things we should do and practical ways of doing them to ensure that we manage our time effectively. We said we should prioritize our time. We said we should set clear goals. We said we should learn to say no, plan our day, learn to say no to unnecessary things. The practical steps, we said wake up with intentions. And today, we'll be looking at dealing with failure. Failure is not the opposite of success, but failure is a part of the journey to success. Everyone in life fails at one time or the other. Whether you are big, you are small, you are aged, male or female, we fail at one time or the other. That's why we must not look at failure to be very bad. It is not a death sentence. It's something that we must cope with, learn to cope with. Sometimes in our relationships, we fail. Sometimes in businesses, in academic, even in ministry, we fail. In our personal goals, personal life, personal pursuits, we fail. Even as a group, we fail. As corporate bodies, we fail. So we must learn to deal with failure, learn to cope with failure in times of failure. We must learn to cope. We must learn how to stand and to live with it without being crushed. That's why we are bringing this topic our way today. So the differences between those people that rise and those people that remain down is not the failure itself that they experience. Rather, it is the response that they made towards the failure. And sometimes when we fail, we just remain there. We don't want to struggle at all to make another move again. We want to just remain there. It is the response that determines whether we will remain there or we will still climb again. Some people fail 1, 2, 3, even up to 9 times, and they still continue, and eventually they will succeed. It is their mindset and the response that they gave to that failure that made them to succeed. So failure is not the one that is saying you should remain down. It is your response to it. How do you respond to the failure that you experienced? That you failed once doesn't mean you should just remain like that. No, you must learn to start up all over again and brace up yourself and continue, forge ahead. Failure can either break you or build you. So what then is failure? Simply put, failure is simply losing. Losing. If you have lost something, that is failure. If you have engaged in a kind of competition and you lost, that is failure. If you have written an exam and you lost, that is failure. You are intended to score maybe 400 and you scored 100. That is failure. So because you lost some mark. Not getting what you expect is failure. It does not mean that you are useless because you didn't get what you expected. Doesn't mean you are useless. Or because you failed, doesn't mean you are useless. It doesn't also mean that you are incapable or you are incompetent. Does not mean that. It does not also mean that you are finished because you didn't get what you expected or you didn't get the expected result or outcome. Doesn't mean you are useless, incompetent, or you are finished. It doesn't mean that you are a blockhead. It doesn't mean that you are a non-entity. It never means none of all those things. It only means something did not work out the way you planned it. Something did not work out the way you planned it. You planned to score so thing. It didn't work out like that. You planned to get so and so. It doesn't work like that. It didn't work like that. That means you have failed. Some common ways to react to failure. Many people react to failure with shame, blame, withdrawal, fear of trying again. Those are the things that many people do once they fail. Ask yourself, have I ever failed? When I failed, what did I do? Did you withdraw? Were you ashamed? Were you blaming yourself? Those are the things most people do when they fail. They begin to be ashamed. They blame themselves. They withdraw from others. They withdraw from the public. They don't want people to see them again because of the shame. Some even fear to try again. They don't want to try. Those are some of the common ways people react to failure. Others also compare themselves to others. Why didn't I make this? Why was I not able to achieve this? This person did it. This person made it. And I think I'm better than him. I'm better than her. I tried more than him. I tried more than her. And I was not able to get it. Why? So you begin to compare yourself to others. Those are the common reactions people make to failure. These reactions instead of helping you, will often hurt you more than the failure itself. So those reactions are not needed at all. What brings about failure? Number one, lack of preparation. Sometimes we fail because we didn't prepare enough. We are not well prepared. That's why we failed. Number two, wrong timing. We also do the wrong thing, the right thing at the wrong time. You remember when we talked about time management? We said uh, we must learn to do the right thing at the right time and for the right purpose. If we do the right thing at the wrong time, it means we are not managing our time well. So sometimes we fail because we did the wrong thing or the right thing at the wrong time. So wrong timing will help us to fail. That's how to know that time is linked with failure or success. Number three, poor decisions. Poor decisions. Sometimes we make decisions that are not necessary. We decide on things that we don't need to do. Those things can lead to failure. Then another thing, number four, is growth process. Some failures that we experience, they are part of our growth. As I said before, that failure is a part of the journey to success. Sometimes it is not the opposite of success, as some of us think it is. That failure is opposite of success. No, it is part of the journey to success. It's a path to success. If we fail, sometimes it pushes us to our success. So it's a way of teaching us something, a way of teaching us that we didn't do something right. We have to go back to do it right. So we would have grown in that area, having learned that. So that is a part of our growth process. And failure makes us mature. That's another reason why it happens. So, having known these reasons why failure happens, what is actually the right way to react to failure? Ways to deal with failure? What are the things we need to do to deal with failure? As the topic we are looking at suggests. Number one, accept it as it came. Accept the failure as it came. Sometimes we deny when we fail. We deny, that's not my score. That's not my result. That's not my outcome. We want to deny it. And denial is not actually success. Whether we deny it or not, the truth is that we have failed. We must accept it like that in order for us to forge ahead. We must accept it so that we can do something about it. Accept the failure as it came. Don't give excuses. Then, don't also blame other people for your failure. Accept responsibility for that failure. Accept that you were the one that was wrong. It is not somebody else. This person did this. That's why the outcome is like this. This person made me to forget. I forgot because of so and so person, because of so and so thing. Accept responsibility for it. As you accept the failure, also accept the responsibility. Number three, separate your identity from the failure. That you failed does not mean you are a failure. No. When you failed, it means that you tried, but you did not do well, or you did not get the required result or outcome. Instead of thinking that you are a failure, naming yourself as a failure. If you name yourself as a failure, you may continue to fail all your life, which is not appropriate. Then, that is separating yourself from your identity. Okay, separating the failure from your identity. Separate yourself from it. Then reflect and learn. Reflecting and learning is try to get what you didn't do right. What was wrong? What went wrong? Why is the result like this? Why is the outcome like this? Reflect calmly, not in a hurry. Just stay very calm and reflect on what happened. What went wrong? What should I do better next time? So that you can learn something. What do I need to do, improve on? So that you can improve on it. What lesson is here for me to learn? So that you can learn it and forge ahead. Failure is powerful when it teaches you something. Number four, adjust and try to move ahead. Adjust, having learned the lesson that you needed to learn. Adjust and move on. Forge ahead. Don't remain there. Try again. That's the meaning. Just try again. Take another step, another bold step. Irrespective of what you think people will think or will say or what they are saying. Just forge ahead. So you will make it. Forge ahead. Success often comes with multiple or after multiple attempts. Success will come. Sometimes some people succeed with one attempt, but everybody may not succeed like that. If you have failed before, try again, you will succeed. Even if you don't succeed the second time, you will succeed at one point. Just try again, just try again, just try again. Don't remain in your failure. That's the lesson to learn. Make another attempt. Then the next thing we'll do is guide your mind. Guide your mind so that as you are trying, you don't reflect on the failure again. Instead, reflect on the success that you are attempting to achieve. Reflect on the success. Reflect on the happy moments that you will have having succeeded. Reflect on that. Don't reflect on the pain that you just experienced because of the success. So guide your mind not to go back to failure, so that you don't wallow in pain or failure or in regrets. If you're able to deal with failure, you are building your resilience. If you are able to do these steps that we have talked about, you have helped yourself to build your resilience. You have increased your wisdom. You have strengthened your humility. You have been able to develop patience. You'll be patient enough in subsequent time, even if you fail or even if you are finding a situation very difficult, you'll be able to be patient. Yeah, it will also refine your character as a person. We talked about failure in relationships, in academics, in ministry, in our general life, in our business. So in all these things, we need resilience, we need patience, we need humility, we need to refine our character, we need to be successful. But most successful people lack in-depth character. So we also need to be able to be in depth in our forgiveness. So if you are able to deal with failure effectively, you will be able to forgive anybody that offends you, no matter the gravity of the offense. You'll be able to forgive easily because maybe disappointment is a kind of failure as well that may not actually come from you, but it is coming from another person to you. So if somebody is disappointing you in one way or the other, you will be able to forgive the person. If you're able to deal with failure that you had on your own, you'll be able to forgive the person, and that will strengthen your relationship. In conclusion, failure is not the full stop to our life, as I have said before. Failure is a way of preparing one for a greater future or greater things ahead. The real failure that one can experience in life is quitting after failing, not the failure itself. Your quitting is the failure that you can really experience. So I want to encourage you not to quit. Try again and again and again. If you fail, you will make it one day. I assure you of that. Thank you for being with me. I guess you have learned something as I have done. To my old subscribers, I appreciate you. Thank you very much. And if you are new here, please don't forget to click the subscribe button, like and share. Also share your thoughts on the comment section. Thank you. Bye. See you next time.